These are some of the undocumented foreign nationals which have been taken out from this textile factory. And we also understand that some of them come from Zimbabwe, but the majority comes from Malawi, Iman. And also right now, the Home Affairs Department officials have been engaging them and asking them questions if that they even have any permits to be providing labor services here legally. And the answers that they had received was that no, they are not in a possession of a valid permit. So when we got here, we were also able to witness some arrests being made. We do not have the correct figures at this particular point, but we are also hoping that we are going to be addressed by.
Let's talk about illegal immigration in South Africa. This is South Africa's Achilles heel, in that it is one of the biggest problems that we have in South Africa. And I know I'm stating the obvious. You guys already know that in South Africa, we have a huge problem of illegal immigrants in South Africa. And for the obvious reasons, like crime is one of our biggest concerns. Another reason that we have a concern with regard to illegal immigration is always been the opportunities, job opportunities, that they get taken away from South Africans. So I want to use an example of these three instances that shows that if we do not have a handle on this issue of illegal immigration, it's only a matter of time South Africa wouldn't have a country, as it were. One example that I want to use is that of in KZN, where the police, they raided this particular factory, a textile factory, where they found about 300 illegal immigrants working in there. Okay? Think about that. 300 illegal immigrants working there. And you can imagine if they found that particular factory, how many more have they missed, you know? And the second example I want to use that of the mayor of the city of Tshwane, Dr. Nasipi Moya, whereby she and other metro officials, they did a raid in Mamelodi East, Pretoria, where they found this huge wholesale in the middle of the township, where they found 15 illegal Somalians, illegal immigrants. And the third one is that of the city of Joburg, when they did a raid in Joburg CBD. And they found some illegal immigrants, obviously there, running businesses, some of them having illegal leases, some of them even selling expired food. I mean, it was a horrible situation. And if we think about these three instances, and I know there are many more, but think about it. These three instances, they demonstrate that if we as South Africans and the South African government do not handle this issue of illegal immigration, it's only a matter of time you and I wouldn't have a country. And I don't think a lot of South Africans, they do mind people coming from other countries coming into the country, you know, especially when they come legally so. I think that's quite acceptable. Any country that's worth its salt, it will definitely be appreciative of people coming to their country, whether they are tourists coming to work and study and those type of things. So, but I think as South Africans as well, including our government, we need to take responsibility. I think it starts with the government. The mere fact that they don't want to do anything with regard to the borders, and for so many years, they just let the borders, they let the people just coming in, whether from Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Malawi, Somalia, Lesotho, you name it. All these countries are coming into all these people coming into the country, and most of them coming in illegally so. The politicians, those are the first people that we need to blame and hold accountable to. Second, officials at the border post. These are the people who are, some of them, these are the people who are taking bribes and causing this problem or exacerbating this problem to what it is today. Because once the person is able to pay a bribe to come into the country, make no mistake, that's not going to be the end of it. One day he's going to want to go back home. He's going to have to pay another bribe. He's going to want to come back again. He might come back even with some of their friends or family members illegally so as well. Okay. And the third one is that of us, those of us who own businesses and they employ people who are illegally so in South Africa. And they know it. And they know the implication of the law, as it were. Now, think about all those instances whereby you and I as South Africans have contributed to this type of situation where we let. Oh, the fourth one that I'm forgetting is that whenever in the townships, these tech shops, we as South Africans, we rent out our spaces to these people. knowing that they are illegally in South Africa. They do not have the right papers and all that. So all of us, all these, for instances that I've mentioned that are contributing to the issue of crime in South Africa, the issue of illegality in South Africa. And I'm not saying all the crime in South Africa is committed by foreign nationals, illegal foreign nationals, but it is easier for them to commit those crimes because they are not easily identifiable in South Africa and all that. That's why they're able to take up employment illegally, so knowing that they are not supposed to be here, but they'll take up that employment and they'll be exploited in the process and all that. And that's illegal even on their side. So I want to share this video, the one first from KZN and the other one where the mayor of city of Tshwane was doing a raid in Mamelodi East. And let me know what you think in the comments about this. The last one is the city of Joburg, as they were doing a raid out in the Joburg CBD. How are we going to solve this issue of illegal immigration? I'm saying that we need to blow the whistle. We need to call out corruption where corruption is. We need to hold our politicians to account. So let's check out the videos and let me know what you think in the comments.
The Premier, which has already arrived, the PC, the Police Commissioner of KwaZulu-Natal, we were told that he is making his way here. So it was quite a bit of a dramatic start this particular morning. There are also South Africans here, Iman, that work in this particular factory. And as you can see that they are in groups, so they have been divided, undocumented foreign nationals placed on the other side, as well as those who are South Africans placed on the other side as well. As you can see, both genders, there's also males, there's females as well that actually work in this particular factory. So at this point, the owner of the factory, we understand, is not around, but the manager is here. She refused to speak to us and also refused to give us details with regards to where are the managers of this particular factory. So we can expect for this particular raid to actually continue right now. A verification process is going to be conducted by the Home Affairs officials, to determine exactly how many undocumented foreign nationals are actually here, as well as those who are South Africans, Iman. And remember, this also comes at a time where there have been protests around the issue of illegal immigration, especially here in KwaZulu-Natal. You remember even last month there was that protest, basically with residents here calling for decisive action to be taken by government to address the issue of illegal immigration in this particular province.
The city of Johannesburg is reclaiming its commercial properties from bogus businesses and landlords. Business operators have removed their belongings from commercial spaces they were allegedly utilizing illegally. The business operators claim they have been paying rent to an unnamed individual who claims to be the owner of the building.
Some of them are saying they've been paying rent, but they do not have lease agreement. And they are citing that there is someone that they've been paying to, something that we do not understand. And George Corp, because Group Forensic Investigation is also here, they will then need to assist us to investigate, because we need to root out all the corruption that have been existing within our system, and we need to make sure that our system is protected.
However, city officials say those who were operating businesses in the precinct did not have a legitimate lease agreement with the city.
In the commercial spaces, we've got illegal tenants that are operating. Some of the properties, they are recorded as vacant on our books. Some of the spaces, the tenants were issued with a notice of termination 3 years ago. They refused to vacate the sites.
During the raid, one foreign-owned shop was found selling expired goods and operating with an expired lease. Environment officers did an inspection of the supermarket and discovered non-compliance. The supermarket and a restaurant was shut down on the spot.
residents of Tshwane. This morning we're in Mamelodi East. We are checking one of the biggest spaza shops I've ever seen in a township. I was here on Saturday for an activity, and I was passing by. I was very worried about the mixture of things that these people are selling that they were putting outside. So I made a commitment that I'll come back to check. So we're here with the team. We have not forgotten about the reason why it's important to make sure that we continuously check these spaza shops. We need to make sure they are registered. If they are not registered, we're closing them down, because that was the directive that we gave to all shop owners. Secondly, we must check that these, whatever they are selling, is fit for consumption. And thirdly, we found about 15 Somalis here. We need to make sure that they are in the country legally. If not, then we'll have to hand them over to SAPS and Home Affairs to process them. But Tshwane, we have not stopped to make sure that we have shops that sell things that you can consume safely.
I want that door to be opened here.
They're opening.
Which one? This one here.
Oh, they're still busy with the
No, not busy. I want it open. Boom. You're taking too long.
Where are we going, Ship?
I'm going to the sleeping quarters. Yes. I want to show you where they're sleeping.
What the hell?
I want to show you where. You know me, I find these places.
You have
I've got a radar.
what is this?
This is their washing. The underpants is stinking. It's the underpants. It's stinking terribly. There's an anchor on it. Somebody's underpants is not smelling very nice.
Yeah, Magab. Sorry. Yeah, no, we will speak in front. We will speak in front. Can I look in front? Join the line, man. Don't talk lots of things. Don't steal your camera. They don't steal you in Mamelodi. It's a safe place. Mamelodi very safe. They don't steal you. In the car. Enter.